boy.
Little vibration.
Actually.
Give me the information, you mother. If his head pops or some shit, dude. What is going on, gang? We are back with another episode of Severance, episode 2. Episode 1, phenomenal. Honestly, one of my favorite pilot episodes of television that I've watched. I like the concept. I like all the little like Easter egg subliminal things that they don't really say. I like the little subtle nods to real life situations or taboo things that happen in our society. I think I already said like the concept in itself is just a really intriguing one to get into, and like I think I said it in my like conclusion, like ending segment. I can't imagine it didn't take too long after they brought up the concept of this show like for it to get greenlit and stuff like that. Like, yes, that's awesome, let's do it. Let's add some like espionage type situation to it. So things I'm really looking forward to is his boss. I forget the name. I forget what her name was. I want to know for sure if she's watching him or if she's Mark, I think his name was. If she's watching Mark or if she's somebody who's also fragmented as well too. I liked his relationship with his sister. I just like the show in general, and I do want to see more of that. I think her name was Helly, that character as well too. Let's get straight into it. Shout out to my Patreons. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Before we even start releasing these on YouTube, we'll probably be like on episode like 6 or 7. We'll probably almost be done with the season. And y'all are telling me that season 2 starts in January, so we'll be right on schedule for that. Let's get into it. Excuse my do-rag, man. I hair, so we do-ragged out for a little bit. And thank you, Amanda, for telling me, or kind of like reminding me, like, no, he's probably crying because remember they brought up the relationship with whatever his past situation was. That's why he was probably crying before he went in there.
That's a wrap.
So now we're going to see this from a different perspective.
Come with me, please.
Now, why did you decide to have the procedure? Why did everybody decide to have this done?
You'll be waking in a few hours on the severed floor. But the next time you yourself will be sentient will be this evening in the elevator back up. Man.
The outside world.
I love seeing the sunrise on his face.
What a weird like thing to say, right? Because in that moment you're thinking, oh, he's gonna say I'd love to see the sun rise, like the outside world and stuff like that. But he's so in work. I like to see the sunrise on his face, like his face, which is still work. Like, that's ridiculous. Come on.
They say it doesn't hurt.
Just relax.
If it did, would you remember? It's gonna hurt like. Oh shit, boy.
Little vibration now.
Hey yo, this is making me feel like. I just hope she don't feel no pain. So maybe Pete knew somebody in this lab, and that's how he got it out. Cause how the else would you even be able to?
Sorry if I freak out on you a little.
I'm very excited to meet you.
Looks like a 16 gauge or something. Ooh wee. And it's like deep as in your brain. Oh no. I'm sure somebody brought up Elon and all the things he wants to do to people now.
Where am I?
Okay, so sometimes when a new hire is adjusting to a severed space, to experience the transition viscerally.
Oh no, I'm trying to leave.
No. It's all part of the process. If you want to spin around and head back in, that should be that. Hey there.
What the hell?
It's okay. Not a problem. I'm at the stairwell. It's going fair. No, she's not. Ooh. No, I'm gonna call you back. You're an inquisitive one. When we heard you were coming here,
It's freaky as.
it's amazing what you're doing. One day down.
Oh, it actually has an intro. That's a fly ass intro. Visually, and they combine. I think there's something to be said too about, so you split your person in half, right? And at least from Mark's perspective, you're splitting yourself in half because it seems like you're trying to alleviate some of the, I don't want to say distractions, but stress or different things that are going on in your life. But what's really amazing about it is, even if he split, the amount of shit that work Mark is going through, it's still a lot. Like his friend Petey was saying, he was trying to escape and get out, so he's under a lot of stress. Maybe they erased that from his mind because he don't even remember that. So something must have happened with him there. Two separate Marks, and from what he was saying, it seems like he separated himself to kind of try and not have to deal with a lot of that stuff while he was at work. This Mark has his own problems and his own things going on, and what we learned from Petey is that he has so much issues that he himself, from what Petey says, was trying to get out of here as well. And then outside Mark, of course, he has his own issues and things that it's just created a whole plethora of problems for both of them individually, with the added component of not knowing what's going on with their other self. And if you really think about it, it's like, what does that say about people who are still in normal society having to deal with all that stuff, trying to, what they say, when you come to work, leave everything at the door. Leave it at the door. Be your work self, and then whenever you go home, you put your face back on or whatever. So it really speaks to how much stress and bullshit just the everyday person is going through. I say stress and bullshit. He looks in here. He's in here looking all not just compliant, but like, Yeah. Oh, he's putting those away? Wow.
Hey.
So it's tomorrow now?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's Monday.
A weekend just happened.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like I left.
Stop. You're gonna make me throw up.
You may feel rejuvenated or happy.
Dude, stop. That's all. I said it's a lot of concepts you can play around with it like that, and they're using them to just freak my brain the out. You don't get to experience a weekend, right? You don't get to experience sleep. Focus on the feeling that you feel rejuvenated because the other person, the other part of you is sleeping, but you just feel like you're here all the time. No, dude.
So I guess we're not friends.
It's not.
Which I started some 11 weeks back. Tumwater, all one word.
Should I be taking...
And what the is this stuff?
I've got it 96% sorted, which means I've earned 4 of the 5 tier incentives, including the erasers and the finger traps that you see displayed here.
So that's the highest award?
Percentage-wise, yes, but if we hit our numbers by quarter's end, one of us gets named Refiner of the Quarter, and that gets you a waffle party.
I'm sorry, a waffle party?
Okay, hazards on, Eager Lemur. I'm a deadlock for that this quarter, so don't get your hopes up.
What about Mark's crystal head cube?
That's not a prize, that's just something they gave him.
Ellie, could you flip on this console?
Mark, sorry to interrupt. I know you're training.
When did you get here?
You removed the group photos from the desk.
Yeah, we're gonna take the new ones at Helly's party today.
Oh.
Finley, between 5 digital buckets.
Party.
Just poke around first, use the arrows.
I do think the old photos are supposed to stay on the desk until the new ones come in.
No, all the data comes from upstairs, fully encoded. So, Cat 1 numbers, for example, feel a certain way on site. They'll be sort of disconcerting, scary.
Scary.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do they chant?
Doesn't make sense till you see it, and it takes a while to see.
Printed out the passage of the handbook on changing out group photos.
Yeah. This is a funny bit, but it's distracting me, or it's trying to distract me from really figuring out what the was the actual job.
Like, if it turns out I hate this and I want to quit, is that an option?
If you're really unhappy, you can submit a resignation request with your outside self for review.
And good luck getting that approved.
They do tend to be rejected. Plus, perceptual version of you only exists at Lumen. And quitting would effectively end your life. I mean, in so much as you've come to know it.
The office feels whole.
It's so, I'm pausing so much, but it's so empty. It's so void of family, but you see they try to find ways to make each other feel comfortable or loved, or like they're having a party today, or don't get your hopes up about this because this is going to be what I'm doing. So they're trying to make it feel family-ish, but you keep getting hit over the head with the realizations of things he's saying, like, you know, effectively, if you were to resign, this version of you would cease to exist, or you would die technically. Like, it's so clean how they're doing everything.
Well, my name is Irving, as you all know, and I've worked here for 3 years, and something about me is that I know
What's your favorite?
all mine. But today, I think I'd say,
Well, what are all none of them?
No trust fall today, Irv.
No. Hello, I'm Helly. I've been at Lumen for like 10 hours total, and sorry, I don't know anything about myself.
Helly?
I really don't.
She doesn't. Stop giving her the fucking ball back.
I went home last night, but I don't know if home is a house or an apartment or if I live with a family.
I like to think my Audi lives on like a riverboat.
I'm sorry, Audis are...
They're us
Outside.
on the outside.
Right, I actually have a few things to say to her. Can I record something back?
So what you'll find here is that communication between selves is pretty curtailed. Fortunately, the elevators are equipped with something called code detectors. So messages can't be passed through.
They're like metal detectors for written symbols. A Lumen original, apparently.
That's right.
Sure.
Well, that's a lot to follow. So I'll just say that I'm Mark. Been with Lumen about 2 years. I absolutely love this game.
Nice try, pal, but you said that last time.
There's nothing to talk about. Doesn't it feel like that sometimes at work?
I broke protocol this morning. I was dusting the old group photos, the ones with Petey, and it just made me feel sad,
There's something real.
like he did.
That tracks. I have similar worries.
Thank you for telling me, Mark. I actually find your reaction sweet.
I don't know if he's got some new job or dead.
That's enough,
As he
please.
just saw him. Yeah, if I'm her, I'm like, I already want to get the f out of here.
A life at Lumen is protected from such things. And I think a great potential response to that from all of you is gratitude.
It's such like a suffocating, like, is it claustrophobic or claustrophobic feeling? Just like seeing some of the scenes of them being at work, it's just like your mind is like just encased. Like, how do you escape, dude? I could talk about work for so long about this, dude. I'm gonna try and make this quick, but being in the military for 9 years, waking up every day at 5 o'clock in the morning, somebody telling you what to wear, what you're gonna do, you need to shave, you gotta do this. Even if you're sick, you need to get up here and come to work, and you can't just call out. And sometimes if you're sick, you need to stay. People making you stay on duty, which is like a 24-hour watch, even though you need to go home and rest, but you're gonna have to stay that whole full next day. Then we're out in the field for 2 weeks at a time, and there's just never a break. You feel like it just makes me think of that, because that was such a, like, if you don't have people around you, it's such a like suffocating feeling to always be going through that. You feel like you don't even have a life outside of it. And yeah, you feel like you need to try and, as best as you can, make friends with the people that are there with you, because that's all you have. And literally, that is all they have in here is each other. And it's like, but we don't even we don't even know ourselves. Like, it's crazy. This is crazy.
Hey, sorry I derailed your game.
I thought I already had, but then yeah, you made it way worse. So how are you gonna figure out if Petey's okay?
Milchick was pretty clear.
You're just done asking about your best friend because our babysitter told you to stop?
When he says something, it's best to listen,
I don't care.
because he can't always be nice like that.
See, and her character is us. As much as Mark is the tragic character, she is what we would be feeling.
Big smiles. Remember, you're gonna be looking at this every day.
Gratitude.
Say cheer. Helly, what are you doing?
Oh, I just think I'm not gonna work here anymore. Sorry.
What do you mean?
Alrighty.
I don't want to do the file sorting thing or the never seeing the sun thing or the disappearing friends thing. I just don't want any of it.
I told you, there's code detectors.
Do you know that? Have you tried? Because frankly, it sounds made up.
I'm with her. Let's go, Helly. Favorite character alert.
Ellie?
Run, girl. Get the fuck up out of there.
Ellie.
Oh yeah. Who was it? Jessica telling me about these long ass cubicles. Yeah, she's.
Mr. Greener?
Come on out.
Oh, he's got a really square face. Very stern.
Perhaps you better come with me.
Mr. Greener? You found my wayward trainee. Appreciate your help, sir, as always. This is embarrassing, but it's my first time training, and I must have just forgotten to go over data smuggling rules with Helly. Sorry, this is Helly. Helly, Mr. Greener. Yeah. Helly tripped the code detectors. That one, it's on me, and I apologize.
Stand-up guy. He does not want her to go wherever the she was about to go.
On you, then. Let's go.
Oh, wait. Oh, what a f***ing stand-up dude. I wish I didn't point out these long-ass hallways. I know it's supposed to build tension, but now I'm just thinking about Jess being like, holy I quit. These hallways are long as. This is boss.
So you're a doula.
Midwife, actually.
Ah, give me the information, you mother.
This is mostly back in Montana.
So cool, that's such a high amount.
Yeah. We get 2 a day.
No, you seem great.
I'm kidding.
I know. Yeah.
Like half this town.
Sensitive material, hence the...
So you don't know
Anything.
who you work with or what you do or anything. You could have a girlfriend at Lumen and not know it.
Ha!
Someone out here, you wouldn't know it in there. Like you could get married and have kids and just forget they exist for 8 hours every day for your whole life.
Wow.
It doesn't mess with your head?
I think for some people, it's the point.
But it creates a whole nother conundrum of problems.
So do you live in Lumen housing?
Make it sound like dorms.
So of course.
And yes, they happen to be subsidized by the company that employs me.
Excuse me? Do you have a moment for children's brain health?
Uh-oh.
You folks have a moment for children's brain health?
We do.
Great. We're trying to get a measure on the ballot to keep megacorporations like Lumen from continuing to force legalized severance on our state.
They're forcing it now?
That's what they're lobbying for.
Okay, well, what about the self-mutilating types who do it willingly? I mean, I heard...
Uh-oh. This is what we talked about last episode. Like I said, I'm not gonna get into it. Just know I'm aware. I hear it, but I'm not gonna give a crazy breakdown on all this stuff. But we know what they're getting at.
True?
Hey, man, you want to benefit off forced labor.
Hey,
Then that's up to you.
Forced labor! So people can just, like, self-imprison. Are you captive right now?
Severance is subjugation.
Oh, that's nice language for it. What are you, 12? Are you 12 years old? Are you even in high school yet?
Bro. They touch on some other things there as well, too.
Mrs. Selvig.
Peace offering.
Very kind. Thank you.
What you gonna ask him?
Here, why don't you come in? I have milk.
I'm curious.
Chamomile, so no hard feelings if you gag.
Oh, I'm sure I won't.
Are you on a date?
Sort of. My sister set me up with, like, her doula, or...
My late husband was a carpenter. And before he passed, he said he would start building us a house in the hereafter, in case I found a new man before I got there. Yes. He even drew blueprints, which I keep in my purse.
Okay. I feel like those are throwaway lines. So I didn't touch on it, but I will say, so that moment with Mark had that altercation with that other gentleman. It shows that all the the things that have been happening with Severance, what it means in the world, and it's just its position. It does how he's kind of in the tug of war of it all. It does affect him, and he does feel something about it, and he even lashed out at somebody that he doesn't know. Whenever he was able to contain himself around his sister a little bit, in this moment he just let it all out, which is a lot of some like character development there for him as well too. Because I think he's just kind of lightly giving some expressions about how it made him feel or something like that, facial expressions and stuff. But now, like I said, we had this moment where he just unloads on this kid. In Severance. As he's driving to work. Or about to drive there.
Is that Milchek, Lumen Industries?
Mr. Milchek, it's Mark Scout. I'm a severed worker, employee number 4502.
Mr. Scout, what a pleasure. How can I help you?
I actually woke up not feeling terribly well. Sorry, I'm just now calling. Well, nothing bad, just very minor stomach. You should be back tomorrow.
I know your innie will be sad to have missed the day.
Where's Mark?
Missed you too.
He should be coming down first now. You don't think that...
He's probably sick. They wouldn't bounce him and Petey the same week.
Where's Mark?
Sick or fired? Probably sick.
Hey, they wouldn't have fired him for my note thing, would they?
No, no way. He did a stint in the break room yesterday.
Yeah, what happens in the break room?
He said he was ill.
Did he sound ill?
I don't know. He said it was abdominal.
Funny timing.
He went down there.
Yeah, but why don't we always finish the files?
It only keeps so long. You know, we finish on average 1 in 5 files before they expire, which is better than it used to be before March.
What's going on with Irv? Oh, so that shit is real. Or real to them, maybe. It's his brain falling apart.
No!
His brain's f***ed up.
I'm sorry.
Irving.
Maybe they're not as severed as they think they are. And those overwatchers are just there to keep them in check. There he is.
We'll do a wellness check with Miss Casey and go from there, all right?
Thank you, Mr. Milchek.
I do not understand the code.
Nothing scary yet. Oh God, a 4.
Don't f around. I told you, you'll understand when you see it, so just be patient.
What even are these numbers? Like, do we even know what we're supposedly cleaning?
My theory? The sea.
The sea.
Shit must have gotten pretty bad. What is a desperate humanity to do?
Live underwater or something?
Populate the sea?
Populate the sea. But first, they gotta send probes down to the sea to clean up all the deadly eels and shit, because we can't cohabitate with that.
Nah.
But what is it? Like, what are we actually working on down there?
I don't know.
What the f?
I thought without severance it would make more sense, but separate us from the other departments. We don't even know how many there are. But I've been reintegrated for 2 weeks now. I've been mapping out the floor.
Oh, good job, Petey.
I hid the original for you when I left.
His brain's
Okay, so what is it that happens down there that's so bad?
There's this room.
The break room.
We go in there when we don't act right.
Yeah, tell us.
I'm afraid you're not sorry. Please. I truly am. I'm sorry. Please read the statement again.
Forgive me for the harm I have caused this world. And I may atone for my actions, but only in me shall there stain. Be is sorry, and that is all that I am.
Oh, some super cult.
Again.
Is that?
Yeah, it's not a lot to go off of, brother.
That's the break room.
I need a little more, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't think...
He's in this, too.
Coming out from my session.
I was just going in. I was admiring the art while I wait.
That piece hung in the Perpetuity wing for many years.
I know. It broke my heart when they took it down.
It's better here. It's calming. It's rare to meet a sophisticate. Most people only think of O&D when new handbook totes come in.
Well, I love those too.
Yeah? There's new ones coming next month. Best design yet, in my view.
Oh, wow. Now, that's all I'll be thinking about until then.
All right, Irving. What I'd like to do is share with you some facts about your Audi.
Oh,
Because your Audi is an exemplary person, these facts should be very pleasing. Just relax your body and be open to the facts. Try to enjoy each equally. Your Audi is generous. Audi is a friend to children and to the elderly and the insane. Your Audi attends many dances, likes films, and owns a machine that can play them. I'm sorry.
that would be crazy to hear.
Please try to enjoy each fact equally and not show preference for any over the others.
What the
That's 10 points off. You have 90 points remaining.
What the
Please don't speak.
What?
Your Audi won a game 2 weeks ago. A photo of your Audi with a trophy.
Maybe showing a little bit more feeling to something can make that severed piece that they have a little bit more unstable.
Your Audi has no fear of muggers or knaves. Your Audi likes the sound of radar. Your Audi is skilled at kissing and lovemaking. I'm sorry. Please don't respond to any specific fact. That's 10 points off. Please don't speak further.
I'll take the 10 points.
Remaining points will be deducted and the wellness session will end.
And you won't get to hear about yourself. Tokens and shit. So you get 2 snacks.
Okay.
Is it just the elevators?
What?
With the code detectors? Or is it the stairwells too?
Jesus, stairwells too. Why?
No one accepts the resignations. What makes you think they're being delivered at all?
You gotta let the info smuggling notion go.
Okay, but how good are the scanners? Like, what if you wrote the letters funky, like one of those robot tests?
Hi, kids. What's for dinner?
Nope.
How was wellness?
Great. Very restorative. I met the O&D department head.
Bert? I've met that guy. He's a You didn't tell him where we are, did you?
Bert's not a and no.
I'm asking for the safety of this department. I don't need to tell you.
That's a myth. And don't pretend you can.
She's starting to see it.
You just want your waffle party.
Oh, big
Uh-oh.
Don't pervert a handbook passage to me, okay? Don't do it.
Hey, guys.
Lumen has been good to us, and it is feckless.
Guys?
She's seeing it.
That.
Yep.
Why is it,
You okay? Just fence off the bad data like I showed you.
Can you see the perimeter?
That the zero's not moving?
And Bennett?
No sense being made.
Boom.
All right, Helly. Hip, hip.
They were scary.
Yo, what the
Here's the couch.
And you can use the shower.
What are you trying to say?
He's trying to say you stink, bruh.
Thanks for doing this, Mark.
Well, I figured my work self would be pissed if I let you sleep in a greenhouse.
Yo, Petey, bruh. If his fucking head pops or some shit, dude. Oh, shit. Yeah, at that point, you curl into a fucking ball, right? Hell no. Gang, what is going on? For whatever reason, my conclusion to this episode corrupted. So I was editing this to put it out for you guys, and I saw my conclusions no longer there. I had a lot of questions this episode. I like that Helly was really, serving as the audience, fighting back against the rules, the regulations, and what we should be doing here. Like, what the is actually going on, So I really appreciated that from her character. I did like the mystery of like trying to understand like what is the bigger picture, what is their job, what is actually going on at Severance, what the actual fuck is, or what are we doing? The numbers, the bins, you start to actually see the numbers start to move around. Is that tied into you come a little bit more destabilized, or your severed person becomes more of their own person, so now they're able to see things that you normally wouldn't be able to see? I don't know. I have so many. I'm sure as y'all went through this too, y'all had billions and billions of questions. Petey, what a sad story that's going on there with Petey, trying to not be severed anymore, but his mind is so pushed into like two different places at once that he just has to curl into a ball. He's trying to figure out what is going on. This is a great thriller type mystery, and I love that I'm just in this shit and can't figure out anything that's going on so far. It's just a fun ride to enjoy. The acting overall is great. I like that Mark's character, took the fall for Helly in that moment, showing that, he's more than a team player. He really cares, and maybe there's something really wrong that goes on in that the break room. Petey kind of had he had that tape recorder where he had a little bit of a message on there, but it wasn't enough for me to decode like the severity of what the break room is. And I forget my guy's name, but he was also, I don't think he was going to the break room. I forget what that room was called, but he wasn't able to express too much joy or lean into favoritism into things that were, or things that his Audi, as they call it, were doing. And I wonder why that is. Is it because that can destabilize your severance? And why do they deduct points? There's so many questions that go on in this show. I'm loving it. This is another 10 out of 10. I appreciate my Patreon. Sorry, it's been a second. I'm recording this after I just flew. Not recording this, but I'm recording this outro as I just came back from my hometown that we just flew in. But I want to put this one out for you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll be putting out some more soon. Also, Hannibal and Black Cell, so keep an eye out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. He does, bro! Confirmed! Oh, he knows her. Duck your head, though, Pete. Duck your head, Pete. What is going on, gang? It is your boy Taco. We are back with more Severance, episode 3 today. I'm excited to watch it. I want to know what's going on with Petey. What is this split that he's having where his mind seems like it's in one place, but then it's not? Also, some of the other co-workers and what's going on with them, and the numbers. I mean, y'all know, if y'all watched my episode 2 reaction, y'all know I had a whole lot of questions. I don't want to take too long getting into this episode. I'm loving the show. Shout out to my patrons. Love you all. Let's get back into another episode of Severance.
Petey?
Yeah, I'm good. Just slipped. Should have vested a bath mat, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Anybody live in that unit next door?
No, it's just Mrs. Selvig in the other direction. The neighborhood never really filled up, so.
Miss Selvig, it's their boss. That's scary.
I still think an occasional mixer wouldn't hurt anything. I checked,
hell.
and it's not expressly prohibited in the manual.
Something I forgot to mention about Severance, dope transition scenes. That transition leaves it open. Like, was Petey feeling that, or they just wanted to do some fly?
Can't imagine Dylan's 4% on Sunset Park's gonna help with.
Petey? You okay?
No, he's not.
With this sickness, I get disoriented. It's temporary.
Or is it when his mind is splitting, it's like the split is causing his consciousness not to be able to recollect what's going on with the other subconscious. Like him in the bathrobe, is him in the bathrobe not able to recollect what him in the office is going on, even though they're his subconscious technically now. You know?
What's Sunset Park?
I don't know.
I still feel like her memory is intact 24/7. If it's not, that's insane to me.
It's like having two different lives suddenly stitched together. But the relativity's. My first day at Lumen's as far back as my 5th birthday, and with 2 pasts, it blurs the present too. But they said it would get better.
Who's they?
Yeah. They is a group of people that know Severance is a blight on mankind. And they're going to do something about it.
Okay, so there's a
The whole Mind Collective?
force opposing
The
them.
kids trolling for signatures downtown? No, not the WMC. Someone else.
What do you want from me?
Don't you want to know what you're doing down there?
Okay, look, you know, I'm not gonna unsever.
Is it you're murdering people 8 hours a day and you don't even know it?
Am I?
Look, I found a department, one they don't tell us about.
Tell me
one
about
where
it.
you don't get to leave.
Ooh.
Well, don't
I mean, you really don't get to leave, as in they're down there right now.
What, like chained up? Or?
I'm not going to talk about it in here. I don't know if the monitors are bugged or if Irving's going to walk in.
Yeah, he's still in
Petey, we're not at Lumen.
Yeah.
Where the is June? I'm sorry, Mark.
Who's June?
June is my daughter. Greatest kid on earth and a hell of a guitar player.
Oh. Close your blinds so she don't see your home in there.
Are you all right?
Maybe she doesn't know.
Call it someone who's had their brain split in half.
That has nothing to do with what we do at Lumen, nor any severance procedure.
I understand you don't want to answer my question.
No, I'm
because
answering your
it'll
question.
reveal that you are
That even not just the issue itself, but it speaks to the inability to escape these issues and what's going on in the world when we're so plugged in. We got so much access to information and stuff like that. It's like no matter where you turn, you're still bombarded with information about stuff, regardless of if it's good information or bad information. It just seems like you can't go anywhere and get away from it.
Morning. You're in my basement.
Right.
So I'm going to work, like you said. You can stay here if you want. I lost my wife a couple years ago in a car accident.
I'm sorry, Mark.
No.
You'd come in sometimes with red eyes.
He was talking about him crying and stuff before.
That you had an elevator allergy. There's even a song for it. But I always wondered, you carry the hurt with you.
Now that, in a nutshell, is the problem, or what I see is the problem with the whole severance thing going on here. So you move, like he's saying, you're completely separated from yourself, but you carry that baggage with you. And even though it's something so serious, so heavy, you know, he lost his loved one. But from that disconnect, y'all are making a jingle out of it almost. But even his friend can still see, you know, you're still carrying that with you. There is no complete separation. You maybe just can't even remember it, but your other you is suffering as well too, and you wouldn't even have a recollection of it. That's really profound.
Oh, hi.
I need to know if she knows him.
Oh, Mark, I'm sorry for the racket. I'm just de-icing my stew.
Oh, thanks again for the cookies.
I'll bring by more.
I don't know if you necessarily want her in your house, brother. I love that they're not really telling us if she's on to him or not. She does, bro. Confirmed.
Scout, how you doing?
Good.
Now he's going through with everything Petey said. This moment, are we gonna see him disassociate with himself?
I deleted the scary numbers.
Welcome back, boss. New photos come in?
Oh, good. You can finally get rid of those old ones.
I like the callback. Because, you know, he was fighting to keep the old ones there.
I put in my resignation request.
You did submit it.
I did.
What if it's not just a callback? And what if they adjusted his memory again so that he doesn't even remember the old photos or some shit? Or he doesn't remember how he felt about the old photos not being there. Because he said that so nonchalant in this moment, right? He's like, yeah, you can get rid of them now. But he was fighting like tooth and nail to keep them there. Or maybe he just has a thing. Who knows?
Care to read your first morning announcements as department head?
Oh, sure. Okay, quiet down all. I'm Mark, your new announcements person.
Are you uncomfortable? We could all look away.
There's been some garbage in the recycle.
There's something to say about, somebody commented it too. Like, everyone who's down here is such a, it's like, but such a shell of themselves. Even the acting, even their portrayals, even their words, even the way they connect to each other is so hollow. Like, you feel it a little bit. I forget who said that comment, but I really appreciate you for pointing that out, because it's something I don't even know if I forgot to comment on it, or I just wasn't so aware of the lack of, I don't want to say humanity, but it's like human feel to these characters when they're down here. And, you know, sometimes you could feel like that at work. You're turning yourself off. Like, a lot of your normal jazz or whatever, people turn that off. Not myself. That's what got me in trouble in the military. I'd be myself no matter what the fuck is going on. I think I'm one of those people I can't really turn that type of off. But a lot of people aren't really truly themselves when they go to work. So I love how even that ties into this, man. I really do rock with this show.
Also, please refrain from boasting about previously earned waffle parties.
Feeling attacked?
I've never seen a resignation request get such a quick turnaround.
Do I have to finish out the day, or can I skip out now?
Oh,
Lastly, Helly's resignation request
has been denied.
Was denied.
Yeah, no, that can't be right.
Yeah, she feels so trapped. See, this is the element of the show that can make you feel nauseated. Imagine how trapped she feels in there. And like the portrayal, is it even that? It's a portrayal from your outie, or do you even know your outie from your other self, or is it that they're not even passing the information? Because how the would you know all the self-doubt, all the different things that would be going on in your mind? That's a shell of itself already. That's a scary thing to process.
Against the door or to the side?
I think either's
Bro.
really good.
Do you think he'll be surprised?
I do.
I'm going to put it off to the side.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Good.
I mean, I hope he comes home early.
He's not going to.
Yeah, dog. She's awesome. Their whole lives are controlled. I wonder if each one of them has somebody watching them. Petey, you're in danger, dude. That song is amazing.
Hey,
oh!
What's that?
Oh, that's kind
It's nothing.
of. Woo!
What were you drawing?
You getting back to work in Cubist form.
Okay, two things. How do you know what cubist form is? And what the f are you wearing?
She's in his. Oh no, Petey's mind ain't even. You feel me? Are she going down his? She's still in it?
Oh, yes?
Oh, tell me what the they're saying. You. What'd you tell her at the announcement? Oh, he knows her. Duck your head though, Pete. Duck your head, Pete.
Did you give her directed praise?
Oh, they gotta in this scene. It's making me nauseous. So I think that confirms our suspicions. Just them having this phone call and talking about the announcement and how it was such a quick turnaround. They're not communicating with them, but I mean, obviously we're seeing this as well too. Like they're doing whatever the they want with them. His mind though. He needs more help though.
Hey, Helly?
Go away. I'm fine.
I mean, it's been like 45 minutes. It's been a while.
I'm fine, Mark.
Okay?
No.
Oh, she's trying to write a note to herself.
Okay, here I come.
Mark,
I'm sorry.
no, I'm not decent.
I'm
Don't.
sorry. I'm writing the note directly on your skin.
Does this look like lettering to you?
If you put your arms together. Huh, not bad.
Let me out.
Mark, I don't want to work here with you. So don't burst into the bathroom with your pathetic boss voice on and try to convince me that I do.
Let him know, Helly.
What's on your mind, Irving?
Dylan was going on all yesterday about incentives, pencil erasers, and waffle parties, as though that's why we're here. That's not why we're here.
Are we kind of getting a sense of, very loosely, you're at work, you're doing what you're supposed to do, but you have some type of higher calling or something else that you want to do? In this situation is you want to be let the fuck out because your consciousness is split into two. But, you know, the people are trying to pull you back into the mundane, pencils, erasers, all that. Because if that's what they're going for, that also is very relatable to, I'm sure, a lot of y'all, myself as well, too. I don't give a fuck about half the shit y'all is talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got other shit I need to do. Like, sometimes you can feel like your job ain't, we're not doing nothing here. And I feel like the numbers almost represent that as well, too. Like, what the fuck is our job? Like, we're not really doing much.
It was a package left at his door from someone. Open it, would you?
Is this the brother-in-law?
Rickon, his fifth book.
I'm learning to be emotionally nude in front of my wife.
Checking for messages, just to be safe.
Oh,
Mark.
he walked in.
Can I help you?
Does she have a moment?
Did you fill out an official request for supervisory interaction?
Fine, come in.
Sorry, I can fill out the form. Irving thought we should take Helly to the Perpetuity wing today.
Well, it's a good thing I made Irving department chief.
I think I should take Helly and the team to the Perpetuity wing.
And have you filled out a common space reservation slip?
No.
Mark.
I'm sorry. It's been weird since Petey left. Why would you?
Get MDR to its numbers.
Okay.
What I just did was something I knew that you could handle and grow from. It was very painful for me.
What the is going on?
I hope that you'll let it help you.
I never understand the word gaslighting, but is that what it is?
I'm sorry, do you know how much muscle shows pay? No, none of us can know that.
I imagine it's a tiered system. Perhaps there are different monetary prizes for gold, silver, and bronze.
No. My guess is that they do it
Swallow it.
muscle. So
Been to pay a plastic bag and swallow it.
bucks, best ab, $20.
They're considered very attractive in muscle building circles. And why my is just ramrod straight. See how
Oh, she's gonna. Good
Thirsty?
job, girl.
Hey, just in case you find this relevant for some reason, the code detectors can read messages hidden inside the body as well.
Oh.
Also, when that happens, it's Milchick's job to extract the message from you. It's easier for you both if he knows which end to start from.
That was. I mean, come on. Give her some props for that one.
Go shut down your workstation. We're taking a trip.
of the family, and it certainly wasn't my intent to slight him further. Quite fine.
Egan Bingo.
Oh, of course.
Hey, what the hell is Egan Bingo?
It's how you don't die of boredom in the perpetuity wing. And come on, it'll be an excellent opportunity for everyone except Herb to bond.
Uh-oh.
Optics and design.
Back with that refinement. I trust that your session was good. Great, very restorative.
You two know each other?
We were just admiring some Lumen artwork together, very briefly.
Remember, we'll have those new handbook totes soon. We should get back. Can't leave the nest empty.
Those eggs look like
Why is he so? Ugh.
Natalie.
Harmony, hello. This is about Peter Kilmer, and I should tell you that the board is joining us.
Oh, you're not the big boss. Oh, that's right. We knew about the board in episode 1. Who's
Board
the
would
board?
like you to speak first.
Salutations. So the search for Kilmer continues.
Yeah, they're trying to find him. He got away.
I will say this, but prior to his departure, there were some troubling signs of possible reintegration.
Signs of reintegration.
The board is conveying pretty strongly that the severance procedure is provenly irreversible.
Yes.
And that this knowledge should be a given for a person managing a severed floor.
Yes, of course.
While, of course, getting MTR to their projected numbers by the quarterly deadline in 3 weeks.
We are quickly rekindling our yield down here with our nimble new refiner.
The board has concluded the call.
Get to your f***ing numbers.
And may I ask?
Goodbye, Harmony.
Damn.
I mean, I'm 99% sure there was no coup.
If they come back and attack us, I think we should kill Mark.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so they think we're crazy with nothing to lose.
We're here.
I know Jessica's gonna comment on the hall. She's gonna comment on the hallway. What the actual?
Come now, children of my industry, and know the children of my blood. James Egan, current CEO.
See those brows?
Now I'm starting to think they are some f***ing aliens or some, cause he looked goofy as hell.
All the center displays are for a past Egan CEO, but the whole back part is Kia.
Sorry if I'm not commenting a lot. I feel like a lot of this is just like info. That's very loose info.
Oh, look, you got one.
It's okay if you cry. She was 5 CEOs ago. They never had a woman before.
It almost makes me wish I remembered my own childhood.
Let him know.
History makes us someone, gives us a context.
A shape.
Shape.
Correct.
But waking up on that table, I was shapeless.
Yeah, so he's become the hard-working person that's completely dedicated to their job. Like, you run into people like that as well, too. Then you have people who are ready to get out of there, people who are just trying to pass time by. And it's, I don't know if it's worthy of a, like, trying to take a stab at a breakdown of some of that stuff, but if all these people are CEOs of Lumen, how fucking long has this place been around? Like,
I learned that I work for a company that has been actively caring for mankind.
Like, what does that mean? The board members, like, they don't even fucking talk, but they speak through that other girl, and she's not even real receptive to our other boss. So, like, I don't have an idea of what to make of everything.
Each of these is a real smile. Someone Lumen Industries has helped. And they rotate these through. True number of smiles may well be in the millions.
So what are we, like a dental company?
No, my point is you're part of a history now.
A noble one.
To do what?
You guys ready to go?
We just got here. She hasn't even seen the Kia part yet.
Yeah, he's completely shaped his own existence to everything that goes on down there because he doesn't have anything else on the outside. Sad, you run into people like that, for real.
Kia.
It's his house?
A perfect replica.
Pretty cool, huh?
My brain keeps going to the why, though. Why do they need to see all this? Why does there need to be an exact replica of his stuff here? Down to the shoes.
The bedroom of Kia, just as he might have left it.
I hate this place. It smells like 19th century ass.
Stop treating this like some kind of beer party. Mark?
Yeah?
Were you about to bed sit?
No. Nuh-uh.
Pocket Mark? Oh, God, Mark.
It's for fun.
It's the Perpetuity wing. It's the living soul of Lumen, not a bingo match. Look, did you give one to the trainee? Of course you did.
Hey, I didn't want to be department chief. I didn't ask for Petey to disappear.
Helly, gone.
Helly.
I mean, girl, they are gonna f you up, but the camera with the little bounce too, I'll f with it.
Jesus.
It's not gonna let you exit, Helly.
Helly?
Girl.
This way, please, Hellier.
She's gonna go home with that injury. The break room. Now let us see what actually happens in this break room.
I'm truly sorry to see you here, Helly. I hoped you'd just settle in. I know Mark's been trying so hard to get you to feel happy.
Look, you seem like a smart person. Don't you see how f***ed up this is? You can't
Not
keep...
right now, Helly. Sit. Please.
Yeah, she was trying to rationalize with him, and she would have been right, but he's one of them.
Hands on the table, please.
You finna do some reprogramming or tighten some screws in your head or something?
I'm bringing up the compunction statement for Hellier.
Compunction statement.
What is this?
Read it.
I don't want to. Forgive me for the harm I have caused this world. None may atone for my actions but me, and only in me shall their stain live on. All I can be is sorry, and that is all I am.
I'm afraid you don't mean it.
You just repeat it until you mean it?
Forgive me for the harm I have caused this world, and only in me shall
some brainwashing.
Again.
I think the secret's in the wording. Like, they want you to feel lesser than, they want you to hold them as higher, and they want you to feel almost like, yeah, happy that you were caught, like you should have never did any of this. It's like a brainwashing thing. It's just repeated over and over until it really sets into you that that's what it is. Oh, Helly. Maybe Petey wrote him a message on the back of one of these. Because Petey would have known they had to switch him out, right? Come on, Petey. Yep. Yep. But it's like he has to convince two people because this Mark wouldn't know shit about what he's talking about. But he would know that it would be a message from his friend. Oh, so dope. Because what did she say about Petey? That he doesn't set the whatever the no, he does. I said, give him time. His mind is scattered or whatever, but he connected with his friend. He found his friend in the real world, and he left a message for him here. And now that we see what the break room really does to them, you know, you're just led to assume that Mark has been kind of probably washed a little bit too from going to the break room so much, but there are portions of him that want to escape this situation as well. From what, you know, just what him and Petey were talking about from the last episodes. So with him getting this map, maybe, you know, his recollection of that or wanting to break out of this system will come back to him. And Petey's finna get caught because Petey he's just stumbling around everywhere. They're gonna find my guy.
I can't eat with no tokens.
Yeah, he needs to get home and help him, but
I need tokens so I can eat!
even if you don't make it, Petey, you did good. You did good work.
Petey?
It's not there.
Petey?
Yeah. Yeah. Go get your friend, Mark. Go get your friend. They know how to build some fucking suspense. It's too late. All these people from Lumen are gonna be there, and Mark's not even gonna recognize them. He's gonna wonder why his neighbor's there. Where's she at?
He's down, he's down.
Yeah, what kind of cops or EMTs let a like that just stand up by themselves? Mark's in a tough spot because he can't do anything. That'll put Petey in even more danger. She was down there, bro. I know she saw that sleeping bag down there. Watch her be in his house. What? Is that Petey's phone? No, right? Hold on. Hold the up. Cause if that's Petey's phone, who's trying to contact him? Obviously, probably the people that helped him regain like his consciousness, right? A great episode. A lot of the middle part for me was a lot of dialogue that was so. I think a good way to say what that dialogue meant is whenever Mark asked her, "Do you want me to leave the door open or closed?" and she said both. Like, it's like, okay, like these are just so open-ended and left to interpretation and not fully, like, feels like it's fleshed out purposely and with intent. Like, I don't know what to make of most of that. It's like you just have to watch through it. But a lot of things got answered as the episode went on. I'm kind of drawing a blank right now because my mind is so, y'all know how I get when I get excited. Helly, I like to see what we got with the, well, I don't like it for a character, but what we get to see with the break room, the different characters and what they mean as far as like their roles of workers of jobs and things like that as well too. The guy who's super into work, the guy who wants to leave, and the person that's there and wants to get out. You know, I'm wondering what's gonna happen with Helly after this little run-in with the break room and how that's going to affect just her overall psyche, and if that's going to lead us to see how Mark has been affected and how Petey was affected by that as well too, because we're kind of getting a lot of what this world means through her, because she's basically us as far as the story goes. To sit down with his boss and the person that came from the board, the younger like light-skinned black woman, I'm like, that was so, it's still so odd to me, and I know it's on purpose, but like I need more. I need the show to tell me more, because I can't just keep sitting here and listening to them speak to a fucking radio that doesn't say shit back to them without being like super confused. I need answers to that. Not angrily, but like I just need to know. And what else was there that happened in this episode? I don't understand why it's so important to have that stuff down there. Well, I guess because these people aren't technically ever leaving. So if you want to really break their minds or make them fit into your propaganda, like you need to always be putting them into a cycle of just getting the information over and over again. And what is Lumen's true goal? You know, one of them was speaking about it earlier, where like it seems very cultish, like they're trying to start a new world or a new order and stuff like that. But I don't understand how you're doing that, having drop different numbers in the bins on a computer. So we'll see. I'm excited for episode 4. Shout out to all my Patreons. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, we're probably about to wrap up the season, and I know season 2 comes out in January, so I'm excited for that. I appreciate you guys, and have a good one.